Ring in Saturn è la prima mostra in Italia dell'artista californiana Ariana Papademetropoulos. Il titolo della mostra è una chiara allusione al famoso saggio di Margot e Rudolf Vickover, Nati sotto Saturno, un libro che esplorava l'appartenenza degli artisti al mondo dei misteriosi pianeti con gli anelli. Le opere sono state realizzate in dialogo con gli spazi anni 30 di Portalupi di Casa Corbellini Bassari, quindi si tratta di una mostra assai specifica, ma anche, cosa più unica che rara, di una mostra psychic specifica, perché questi quadri sono stati realizzati grazie al dialogo, alla collaborazione tra Ariana e la sua medium Wendy. Questi quadri sono quindi come dei portali che connettono mondi diversi e ci invitano a riscoprire la magia che si cela dietro il nostro mondo ordinario.
Do you ever paint cats?
No.
Cats are interesting because they can see into other dimensions.
I liked this phone conversation that we had as an art piece for the phones to kind of act the same way that the paintings do, where the phone itself is kind of a portal and you can tune into it in the same way that the paintings are. I think up until the invention of photography, painting played a different role, which was to record reality. And the purpose of painting changed after the invention of photography, and you could go more into metaphysical or the unseen world. The concept of the umwelt is usually for different animals. The way that animals see the world is very different than the way we see our world. I like taking that idea a step further, where every person has a different umwelt, which is that we all kind of see the world in a different way. And so I started talking to Wendy, the psychic, about 5 years ago. And about 3 or 4 years ago, I started realizing that the things that she was saying about my paintings were very true. And I couldn't really ignore the fact that she could see the work I was thinking about that I haven't even put out into the world yet. And I have other artist friends. Jordan Wolfson goes to the same psychic, and she also sees his work. And so it made me begin to think that every artist has their own world that they pull images from. Something that connects all of the work is the translucency. I believe that when there's translucency in the work and the paintings, it kind of acts as attention, where it allows you to see another dimension to the work. This group of paintings are set at a certain time of day that I really wanted to capture a certain glow or luminescence that maybe you don't get to see that much in real life, but more in a dream. I think my paintings previously were a bit more flat, and actually it was after being in Rome, realizing the power of light. And so I think in this group of paintings, I really tried to have a certain spotlight in the work and have a certain luminance of the work, especially with the fairy paintings. I really wanted to capture the thinness of the wings and the translucency of the wings. I've always been very interested in liminal spaces. I think when you have that tension of not being completely in the fantasy world and not being completely in reality, it kind of holds a certain tension and mystery that can continue to grow, and the paintings can change. So I'm always trying to bridge gaps between two different worlds, and you don't know whether it's a real thing or a dream. These are always images that I was thinking about, but Wendy kind of gave me permission in a way, because normally perhaps I wouldn't paint fairies, but because she saw them in her reading, I felt like I had to bring them into the world. In a way, the paintings are all very different because there are planets, animals, but somehow these conversations I've had with her kind of showed me that they're all coming from this world that I have. And that's the connecting force of the work.